I've been really trying to kind of evaluate my life and evaluate what's important and what's not important. And something that I've concluded is I've never had so little and yet feel so fulfilled and so contented in my entire life. I've never really, I guess, sat down and thought about my life and what's important and what's not important. And you may think that money is going to bring you that comfort. I mean, everybody who says that normally, people always say, oh yeah, well, when you've got no money, come and talk to me about whether it's important or not. You know, the only thing that's really, really important, and I mean the only thing that's really, really important, is your health. If you have your health, you have the capability to go out and earn money. You can have everything in the world. You can have all of your ducks lined up, and then something happens and everything gets shot. And you have to reevaluate everything again. The only thing that is important is your health. And I really, really mean that. Now, I have had some little issues with my health, and I've never, ever, you know what? I always said, once I have my hands, I'm okay. And guess what happened? When I came to Ireland, I no longer had the use of my hands because I started having these problems with this eczema or whatever it is, and it's an autoimmune disorder. And something that really, 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 it made me stop. It forced me to stop in my tracks and reevaluate everything. And say to myself, if I don't have my hands, what do I have? I have a roof over my head. I'm so fortunate to still have my mother. I'm so lucky and blessed to have the animals around us. I'm so lucky that worse things haven't happened. And it's made me become so grateful. Having nothing has made me become grateful. Does that make any sense to any of you? It's when you have nothing, it's when you lose everything, that you really start to think to yourself, which part of what I've lost do I miss? And anyone who says to me, yeah, but it sure helps, money helps, but if you don't have your health, the money is no good to you. Having money doesn't help you if you're in ICU. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the money doesn't help you. The money does not help you if you're sick. So the next time you're doing your vision board, just do a healthy person, a healthy family. Everybody's healthy around you. And once you have that health, you can do anything that you set your mind to. Now I'm becoming better. My health's improving. But I just pray that every person on the planet through this global pandemic has reevaluated their lives and put priorities normally the other way around. So everything that you thought was important has now become so unimportant, as you see friends and family go through things and you think to yourself, would money have helped them? And 99.9% of the time, money wouldn't have helped them. Money's not a god. Money shouldn't be something that people worship. Worst case scenario, have you got enough money to put a roof over your head? Everything else is extra. And I know for a fact, if you listen to older people, the older people are the ones you should listen to. You should not listen to your peers. You should listen to older people and ask, what do you think? And you know what? If they have any insight whatsoever into their lives and where they went wrong and where they went right, they will say to you, once you're happy, that's all that matters. And if any of you say, yeah, but I'm happy when I've got money, I think you're a really pathetic person. Because if you're happy when you have money, that means the money controls you. And it also means that you're unhappy when you don't have money. The best thing you can do for yourself is eliminate everything out of your lives that you don't need. Because we have all so much frivolous rubbish around us that we don't need. And I've learned so much from just coming home to Ireland. I've learned so much about what I need and what I don't need, and what's important and what's not important, and what makes me happy. I always thought making me happy would be being busy. But what being busy does to you is it diverts your attention away from just being still and accepting who you are and where you're at in this life. And being still is a challenge for a lot of people. They like to be busy. I'm sure you've all got those friends out there that they're not happy unless they're busy. It's not that they're not happy unless they're busy. It's that they haven't got time to think about whether they're happy in their current situation when they're busy. And that's a major difference. So I would suggest, if you have time over the weekend, time to just be by yourself for an hour or so and just think, do I need this? Do I actually need this? Or do I need that person to make me happy? Because you need your health. You have your health, you can do anything. Anything. That's all you need is your health. Who knew our health was so important? And it's not until, why do we have to wait until something really crap happens to appreciate what we have today? So why don't we just change that up? Why don't we change all of that up? And why don't we actually visualize something really bad happening and think, okay, now I'm back in my body. Okay, that didn't happen. So in actual fact, I should feel relieved. And I should now be grateful for what I have. So if there's one thing I can say to you today, is try and be appreciative that you have your health. Because with that, you can do anything. With money and no health, you can't do anything. Because money doesn't buy you time. And we were looking at the Forbes rich list in Ireland. Myself and my mum were sitting down. And I said to Mum, do you know one thing that all of them have in common with us sitting here? She goes, what? I said, we all have the same amount of time. And they've chosen to make money, be busy. If you are the head of a large organization and you've a lot of people relying on you, there is no way with a conscience that you can sit back at 6 o'clock on a Friday evening and think, now I can switch off. They can't do that. So when you're looking at people that you envy, including celebrities, when you're looking at those people who you envy and thinking, God, they've got a great life, actually they don't have 1 second to sit back and kind of appreciate what they do have, because they're going from bit to bit to bit, and then you get caught, you get stuck in a vicious cycle of, I have to be current, I have to be current, I have to be current. So take all the pressures away of life, and all you need to really worry about is yourself and being healthy. So it all comes back to your health at the end of the day. Have a great weekend. And for God's sakes, don't worry. Don't sweat the small stuff. Once you have your health, you have everything. And tomorrow's a new day. Now, that was very serious coming from me. Have a good day. I love you all.